and we'll just do our thing.
Excuse me.
There's the chat on the right there. See?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see.
All right, so Sophie
no,
is going to
Sophie.
try to.
Sophie's always interrupting.
Oh, I can't see her. Where is she?
It says live. It says live right now.
Okay, so we are live.
Okay.
Commercials are playing, of course.
Show me your face.
Oh, look at
All right, so here we are, and you can't see us. Oh, there we are.
All right.
This StreamYards thing. All right, so I'm going to leave Colleen here with you for a second because I'm going to go run my network cable. So you guys chat amongst yourselves, but I just want to say to everybody in the chat who's here, which is nobody yet. So
I'll keep my eye on it. Don't
all right,
you worry.
I'll be right back.
So I do a lot of live stream with my sister through Facebook at the store. We do, we do them at 12:30 in the afternoon. So I'm used to doing the question and answer part of it while we do the filming.
So we'll use you as the MC. Go right ahead.
And Sophie can sit and
let's see. Sharon is on. Backlash Fisherman is on. Scotty Too Hottie. Hi, Scotty. Is online. Yeah. Now I know there's a way he pops stuff up, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know if it's the same as the format he uses usually.
Do you use the same software when you do it at work?
No, we just go live on Facebook.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, because we sell products on our website and also on Facebook, so it helps us with those sales through our Facebook page, and we have a VIP group, and so they get little perks for being on our VIP group, and it's all through Facebook.
nice. Yeah.
So I was saying hi to Sharon.
Let's keep talking. They can see you.
Saying hi to a few other folks who have joined us. It looks like Jen Cohen is in. Hi, Jen.
Welcome in, guys.
Yeah, it's great for everybody to take the time to come in.
100% of the people on this panel right now are from New Hampshire.
All right.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
Live free or die.
That's right.
So for whatever reason, when I use StreamYard, our signal looks like crap. And I'm plugged into the network now, and it still looks like crap.
Does it? Do we look like crap to you?
No, I don't think, I mean, it's a little hazy, but not.
But if you look at the live on YouTube, it looks awful. We're right back to where I was before I started using EV Mux. So
are you using straight StreamYard right now?
No. Stop.
This says that the Ethernet is not connected. So keep going, Colleen.
All right, so we're going to keep going. So I like how all of our guests talk to each other. It's so cool. I can't get our guests when I do this at the store to talk to each other. So Jen is saying hi to everybody.
So when you go live at the store,
how
long a show is it usually? Is it a set amount of time, a set time?
We can go as long as we want. We usually we call it our lunchtime live. So it goes from 12:30 to 1, and we'll show them how to decorate with, things that we have just gotten in, or we'll do flower arranging or decorate a mantle with products that we have just gotten in, just to give our customers ideas on how to use our stuff and decorate their homes. So we do that usually.
How often do you do it? How often do you go live?
We usually go live at 12:30 on 4 days a week. On Fridays, it's usually furniture talk with my brother-in-law. And then, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is our decorating one. We used to go live Wednesday nights. That's why I never was able to join Jim for his show. But we did that for a year and a half. But we decided to give it a break over the summer because it's, a late night for us. And actually, the same amount of people that came in on Wednesday night come in every day when we do it at 12:30. So we don't really think we're probably going to resume doing it at night because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So, and we'll go live sometimes spontaneously on a Saturday if we have a sale going on, just to show people the store's busy. Come and get your stuff. So,
yeah.
It's fun.
I don't get any notifications, so I must not be linked up to you. Can you send me a request so I can be they can let me know when you guys go live?
Well, you'd have to. Are you friends with us on Facebook?
I thought I was. I thought I was friends with
So you
everyone.
should. You have to go. All right. So go to one of our previous lives. Like, Facebook is funny. So you have to go to one of our previous lives and click on the little three dots, and then click off notification, and then you'll get notified.
Okay.
Okay. We'll try
It's
and do that.
they make it challenging for some reason.
Yeah, I know. All these things are.
Yeah, and you can actually on our website, on our Facebook page, you can join the VIP group as well. And if you join the VIP group, you'll get notifications from that as well.
Sounds good.
Got all that?
Yeah.
Got that?
Well, the key is
And then
that
someday when you're in our area, you can come shopping.
we keep telling
We'd love
ourselves
to.
that. I
I'd
know.
love to see the store. Yes, I would love that.
It's most particularly beautiful. Well, it's always beautiful, but Christmas is really our shining star when we decorate for Christmas.
That's the only holiday I decorate for, so I'd be interested in all the Christmas stuff.
Yeah, I like to decorate. Well, I work at even before I worked for the decorating store, I decorate for all the holidays, don't I, honey?
You really do.
I have bins in the attic, all the holidays. But it's
No,
fun.
When do you decorate for Christmas? You start early like every place else, or?
At the store? Oh, we're having
Yeah.
our Christmas open house is going to be October 14th and 15th. So we will be transforming. We actually started transforming the store now. We're fluffing the trees. We've hung up stuff. We put out stuff that we have so much stuff in our warehouse. It's overflowing. We have a pod out in the parking lot, and we still have more coming in. So
wow.
yeah, it's going to be fun. So we'll put up 5 to 7 trees throughout the store, and then we have like themes throughout the store, so it's fun. So if you have like a particular thing you like, some people like snowmen, some people like gnomes,
Yeah.
some people are traditional, and some people are more like lodge themed. So we have all those kinds of decor for Christmas. So
Do you go crazy at all for Halloween?
Oh, we have this year. In past years, we have not had as much as we've had this year. So our Halloween decor is pretty spectacular. But we've had it out since July, and we've gone through the marking it down this past weekend. So we're selling through it pretty rapidly,
Wow.
which is good, right?
Yeah,
We want to make room for everything else. So this weekend we start the fall floral sale. So our fall floral will be on sale. So we're known for our flower bar, and where we get our flowers from. They're called Real Touch. They feel like real flowers.
Oh, okay. Are they a silk flower, or what are they made out of?
No, they're made out of a material that actually the flower feels real.
Really? And the
Yeah.
called Silk Touch?
It's called Real Touch.
Oh,
Yeah.
Real Touch.
Real Touch. So when you touch it, it feels real. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
You took the filter off.
So I wanted to just say hi to some people that are in the chat. I want to say hi to Sharon Rowland. Thank you for coming in, Sharon. Matt from Backlash Fisherman was here, and he's going to come back after Coastal Water, who is his wife, does her live. She usually does a live cooking. Muhammad is here. What is happening? Thank you for coming in. Of course, Scotty Too Hottie. Jen Cohen is here. Hello to you. Jen is getting ready to go to England
Ooh,
in 3 days. So she's heading over across the pond, as they say.
Yeah, they did.
She's going all out for the Halloween decorating.
Who is?
Jen
Cohen. Are you familiar with any of these folks?
Scotty the Hottie, I recognize, and Sharon Rowland.
Jen is a friend of our channel. She's a regular in my mornings when I do my live at 6 a.m. EST. She says we look good to her, so okay. I'm watching it, and the signal looks horrible. So I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of StreamYards. It just never seemed to work right for me, but we're going to get through it.
Do you need to use StreamYard for this type of a thing? Is that why you're using StreamYard?
Well, that's why I did it, because the EV Mux is a little bit, I use it more now during my live stream, but I'm still not that familiar with it. And I figured once I paid for this, the signal would be good. But I'm on the Wi-Fi right now. The network cable doesn't seem to be working. I think I need to shut the Wi-Fi off, but I'll be honest, I'm afraid to
Yeah,
because we may lose the stream. So we're
So-
just going to deal with it.
and that's fine. It's not that bad. It really is not from what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm running the show on YouTube as well. So you guys look fantastic. Colleen and I are very pixelated on there, so I don't know.
Not as bad. No, it's not that bad from this end. So, but
Good.
whatever.
Yeah.
What do I know?
So Jen, she does jokes every morning, one or two jokes. So here's her joke for tonight. Irish puns are the most offensive. And I have a rim shot in the other one, but I don't have it on this. So we're
You can
going.
make one up. Yeah, just do one yourself.
Don't forget to hit the like button, guys, and subscribe to both our channels. If you don't know who you're watching, you are watching John and Nancy from Jane and Travels. Like John said at the start of the stream, we are two New Hampshire content creator channels. They live out towards the western side of the state, and Colleen and I are kind of south central, I would say.
Yeah.
But we wanted to start doing some co-hosting together, and because their travel, they do travel as well. They do a lot of cruising. They've done way more cruising than I've ever done. And so you guys do the snowbirding thing, right?
Yeah.
There'll be a third winter coming up.
Yeah. We've already done 2 years. So
Right. We enjoy it.
Heading into
Spend about
3.
3 months down in Florida.
Now, do you go to the same places in Florida for the last 2 years? Will you do the same thing this year, or you pick different towns?
We had a plan, and the plan was the first year to do the Kissimmee, Orlando area and actually work for Disney. No, that was the second year. So first year was Kissimmee area to do the park. Second year was to work at Disney World. Nancy broke around playing pickleball 2 days before we started Disney World. So we ended up putting that on hold for this year. Once we've gotten that out of our system, we may look at other areas of Florida. We're not sure. But that's where we are right now.
Okay, so have you booked your stuff for this year already?
We booked February and March. Same place we stayed last year, which was
Blue Heron.
Blue Heron. Love that place.
Oh, it was wonderful.
We left March open because we met the people that were playing pickleball when she broke around. And we were supposed to re-meet in January, so I don't know if that's going to pan out. And that was at a different resort. And I have no idea about April yet because we may decide to go to a different part of Florida in April, or we're thinking of even hitting a place like Georgia or Tennessee on the way back. So we're not sure. Nice to meet you too, Jen.
So, John, I don't know. Can you post to the chat?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see.
Because I'm going to have you, if you can, I'll have you put your link in there. If not, I'll do it. That way, for those that don't know you, they can go over to your channel. Because, like I always say in all of my my live streams, we're not a sub for sub channel at all. But I do encourage you to go over to each other's channels to check them out. Do it right. Watch a video, at least 2 to 3 minutes of a video. Leave them a comment on that video. If you like what you see, go ahead and bookmark a couple other videos of theirs so that you can go back later and watch them. And then, if you're so inclined, you should subscribe to their channel, or you may subscribe to them. So
that's great advice.
That's what I.
No, I can't. I can see the chat, but I can't post to it.
Okay, so let me see if I can do it for you. You guys, what did you do for the summer? Have you done any traveling?
No, we've been dog sitting.
Yeah, we could a surprise dog sitting adventure.
Yeah, we didn't expect to do that as much, but we're helping out our daughter with her dog.
That's nice.
Yeah, she's a wonderful dog. She's a sweet, sweet dog. So
that's your.
And it really doesn't bother us because we have so much in the future that we got to kind of plan for and all that. So. That's fine to have a quiet summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is nice sometimes. We did not have a quiet summer. We've been very busy.
And what were you doing this summer other than camping?
Working.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right.
Well,
Oh, forget that.
You've been working.
And we met friends this summer at the Golden Corral.
And we did go to New York in July.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that was nice. But mostly just working crazy.
All right,
Yeah.
so I just posted, for those of you guys in the chat, I just posted John and Nancy's link, so that way you can go over to the channel and check them out. John and Nancy are actually really good friends of ours. When they were in Florida last year, we met them down there and had lunch, and we've hung out with them a couple times here in our home state, which is nice. So I had something here. I wanted to talk about traveling with your significant other or traveling with couples. And for those of you in the chat, if you guys you have anything you want to add into the chat, if you know your husbands and wives or significant others, and you have anything you want to add about traveling with your partner, please do let us know. So you guys have been married for how long?
34 years.
I was gonna say 30 plus. So you make it easy on
34.
myself. Yeah.
I'm with you, John. I kind of do the same thing. I gotta go.
35 for us.
35.
I
So
realize we're that close
Yeah,
in
I
years.
didn't realize we were that close. Yeah.
yeah. So you guys probably been traveling together even before you were married, I'm guessing.
We did a lot of camping.
Yeah, it was actually that's when we were doing our
we did
camping.
a lot of camping when we were dating.
So did you notice well, let me say this. So people will say that, especially for, like, at least to us, if we go on the road together, they're like, how do you guys do that? How do you, go traveling without killing each other? Have you ever experienced any issues where, Nancy, you wanted to maybe wring John's neck when you were out on the road somewhere?
All the time. Let me say this. We're both Italian, so, we know how to argue well with one another.
Right?
We don't argue. I had we took a road trip 2 years in a row, 2 weeks in the car, and we had one meltdown each trip, but it wasn't a fight. I literally I was exhausted. I wanted to get in a hotel like right now, or I'm going to cry.
Right.
And like we were frustrated because we couldn't find food one night. We were like driving, we were like irritated but it wasn't really fighting. We don't actually.
Well, I have that similar situation when we drove down to Florida with the kids, and he was looking for a place to stay, and I was exhausted, and I said, just pull into any place. I don't care. And we ended up pulling into the worst
hotel ever in our whole life.
So, but he listened to me because I was so tired. I didn't care what it looked like, but it was bad.
We've stayed at a few seedy places in our road trips too, and you're like, oh dear God. One place was so disgusting. I had to sleep with my sweatshirt on, with a hood on.
Yeah.
It was
pretty
bad.
nasty.
But
overall, we get along well. So
I think when you're traveling too, there's so much to look forward to. It's not like the same routine at home. So we're excited about what we're going to do. So we're talking and
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the same for us.
It also, I think, helps if you're both interested in the same or similar things, or if you share there's certain things I like to do that maybe he's not that interested in, but he integrates those in for me because he knows it'll make something I would want to do.
Well, and a good example of that was this summer when we went out to Watkins Glen. I'm not a race fan, so we didn't go out there for the race. She's into wine, and that's a huge wine and vineyard area. I mean, there's so many vineyards there. So, I mean, probably wouldn't have thought twice about going there if it wasn't for her, because she's been there before. And I said, well, let's go. I know that she likes wine, and I want to try to get into maybe, or at least taste some wine, because I'm not really into it. So, so we did.
Hoping to try new things.
Right, but some people are not flexible. They don't want to do something, they're not going to do it. Even if it's for their spouse, they're like, no, I don't want to do that. So we kind of have those.
Yeah, you're right though. That is the best way to experience stuff because we all have the things that we say no, no, no. But if we're doing it for someone else, we
Right.
might like it. Like Nancy tried gets me out on like this summer. The few day trips we did was like climbing Miller State Park,
In
stuff like that.
Peterborough,
That I
yeah.
didn't really know. It's just okay. It's just another hike, but you do it and you find out that there's a lot more to it.
Well,
That type.
we did some things this summer when I was saying we were busy. We went to several places for his Revolutionary Minute, right? So we went to Concord and Lexington. We went um, to Sturbridge Village with the kids. Like we did those kinds of activities so he could do his filming for his Revolutionary Minute, and which is fun. It's fun to do those kinds of things.
Right. Those are really good too. Those
Yeah.
are very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Some, it's we did a picnic.
I just want to say hi real quick to Feisty Feather. She is a new supporter. I met her today. And of course, the one and only Mr. Eddie Lugo is here, and he's lurking.
Oh, Mr.
Eddie.
Lurkin, Eddie. You got some people that have been married pretty long time.
Yeah. So
You'll have a requirement that it's 25 years older to come into the show, do you?
No, we have zero requirements as long as you're not a troll. I think Scotty is calling Eddie the Temu King. I'll find out this weekend for the ride up to Maine. Okay.
What state does Scotty live in?
He lives in Massachusetts.
Mass. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he came in once.
Because we're from Mass originally.
Love me.
Oh yeah.
Where in Mass are you guys from?
He's from Winchester, Mass, and I'm from Weymouth, Mass.
Okay.
Just outside of Boston.
Yeah.
I was born in Mass, but I've known nothing but New Hampshire. That's all I know.
Oh, okay.
So Jen's, I'm
What
sorry,
town in Mass were you born in?
Stoneham.
Oh
was-
yeah.
Oh,
born
geez, you were my neighbor.
Yeah. Stone
Right?
is in Winchester.
I was born in Derry, New Hampshire, one town over from where we live.
Oh really?
Really?
Yeah, I didn't go far.
Why leave it if such a nice place,
That's
though, right?
right.
Yeah,
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
it's beautiful here.
Yeah.
I mean, we love it. I mean, other than the winter time, I dread this time of year. I mean, it's been getting cold.
It is.
But
It is cold. I don't like it either.
They're talking about a snowy winter this winter, aren't they?
Yeah.
they
Mhm.
are. Alice falls asleep every time. I think when we're talking about traveling.
Yep. Talk by car.
Scotty's been married for
27.
27.
Wow. So you
Nice.
have a 33 in there.
Thank you for coming in, Feisty Feather.
She's been married also.
26 years and a
Oh,
couple.
wow.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah,
You get Jen at 33.
right?
Yep.
Jeez.
That's good.
Very impressive. So Jim and I have known each other since high school.
Wow.
We started dating right when I was coming out of 8th grade, going into my freshman year.
Wow. That's a long time. You guys
Yeah.
That's incredible.
known your
That is a rarity.
That's
43
awesome.
years.
Wow.
43 years.
43 years.
Yeah.
Wow. That's huge.
So you were obviously in New Hampshire at that point, Jim.
Oh yeah. So my folks moved to southern New Hampshire when I was a year old.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know anything different from New Hampshire. I'm a cow Hampshire boy for sure.
Yeah.
So,
We moved to New Hampshire when we got married, so we've been here 30.
35. Well, a year before.
Well, yeah, you've been here 35. I've been here 34. You moved.
yeah, I've been here for 58 years.
Wow.
So-
I've been
Wow,
here my
awesome.
whole life. And I'm not saying how long that is.
So when you go, I'm just kind of running through this website with some of these tips and tricks and things about traveling with couples. They talk about scheduling some alone time. So I know that when we're on the road together, we don't really schedule any alone time really because there's just so much going on. But
Yeah.
we're on a cruise ship. I know that I'm like, well, I'm going to go out and I'm going to take a walk or I'm going to go do something. Do you find that you do that as well? Or do you do everything together when you're on the ship?
Pretty much do everything together, except sometimes if I'm tired, I says, I'm going to go back and take a nap. And he never gets tired. He's the Energizer Bunny.
That's
And I
usually
get
when he
more
goes
tired.
off by himself too, is because I'm exhausted from whatever activity we did, and I'm like, I got to take a nap, or I'm not going to
Yeah,
be able to have fun tonight. So then he'll go off
exactly.
and do something,
Yeah.
or he wants to get up really early for a sunrise shot or something, and I just can't get myself out of bed. I'm like, just go
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah,
How's
that's
that identical to us?
Yeah, that is identical to us. Exactly.
that's one thing that I enjoy is well, I get up early anyway. Obviously, I do my live streams. It's still dark out, but
Yeah.
I like to get up and watch the sunrise, take some videos of that, and kind of just walk around. One thing on the last cruise that we did that I really enjoyed was getting up before most anybody and getting a cup of coffee and going up on deck.
Oh, that is nice.
You get
Enjoying,
some great footage that way
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
I might do that this year with him because we have, or this cruise, because we haven't even planned any. Stop it.
You think you will?
Planned any excursions. So there's no we're gonna get up at 5 and get on a bus at 7 and drive 3 hours to a pyramid, tour the pyramid, get back on a bus, go swim in a cenote, get back on a bus. We're not gonna do that and get back to the ship at 6. Right. So we haven't planned those kinds of activities, which are exhausting.
They are exhausting.
Yes.
That's why, yes.
Let me ask you this: you
Yeah.
guys plan your excursions in advance?
We have. I mean, I've been on 2 cruises. Colleen's been on 3.
I've always planned them in advance because but this time I don't feel like planning anything. I don't want to be obligated to anything.
You sound like us. That's what I
We
wanted to.
and we just took that the
attitude.
area
Yeah.
this that idea this
Yeah.
year. It's funny you
It's
said
not-
that.
That is funny because that's what we're doing.
Excursions usually fill up, so we'd always have a couple booked, 2 or 3 booked before the cruise. We're not doing any this year. In fact, we're hoping just to kind of walk to the beach, leave
Yeah.
a ship and have some breakfast and walk to the beach for a half a day or something like that. I don't know,
And
maybe
that may be our plan as well.
The only thing is going into Montego Bay, you have to have an excursion because everything is 2-3 hours away from where
Oh, I see.
you
Okay.
dock. But even then, I'm not opposed to staying on the ship.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to that. But I don't feel like I want to do anything crazy either. But if we're going to do an excursion, that would be the location because the other places we're stopping, we've gone to and stopped before.
So Ross from Orange Cone Vlog is here. I don't know if you guys know Ross at all, but
no.
Hi, Ross.
John and Nancy from J&N Travels, and Ross is he's a cruiser as well. And he says, is it beer 30 yet? There's one other thing he's asking here is, or he's telling us, interesting fact, his master's program school is in New Hampshire. What school is that, Ross?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to
What
know that.
school and where in New Hampshire?
Must be doing that online, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, Southern New Hampshire University, maybe, or
Right, because they have
anything like that.
they have a real robust online school, so that might be.
That's true.
Ross says, we haven't done any cruise line excursions, but we will be booking our Alaska cruise excursions in advance, which will only be one, the White Pass and the Yukon Railroad.
My sister's done that, and she says it's wonderful.
Have you done Alaska yet?
Not
Nancy?
yet.
I was just going to ask you guys that question.
Yeah.
Do you have that in your eyesight or not?
So far, we've only gone to warm destinations. Jim's not a fan of cold and snow, so I'm not.
I mean, we can go to Alaska in the summertime. I would be fine with that. But I'm a novice cruiser. I've only been on 2, and they both have been in the Caribbean. So we're definitely going to do more. Ross is he's planning a group cruise, and he could probably tell us more about it in the chat. But from what I know, it's going to be in 2025 around Thanksgiving, and rumor has it it's going to be on the Icon of the Seas. So,
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
so that's something I think we may plan on doing.
Mhm.
I know that Sean and Ilana, they want to go from Down Under Cruisers.
Mhm.
So they'll be coming from Australia to, I think it sails out of Miami. And Ross, if I'm getting any of this wrong, please correct me because you're definitely doing the planning and you know more about it. So,
And it is Southern New Hampshire University that he.
Oh, it is. Okay.
third degree from them, a bachelor's on and a second master's. Right on, man. Good for you.
Excellent.
Mhm. So Sean's thinking of coming back to the States, huh?
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
think they were coming back for a while.
Yeah, so that's I think that he's talking about it anyway. And that'll be what 2 years from now. So
Oh,
2
that's
years
2
from
years
this
from now,
Thanksgiving. So
It's so
uh,
2025, right?
2025. I know. When is it? I
So
think
wait a minute. Yeah, what month is that? And they're leaving from what? Seattle?
for the one I'm talking about.
Well, you got me over on the icon of the seas, but you're talking about Alaska, which is
No,
which is
no, no. So those are two different things. I was saying that I'm a novice. I'm a novice sailor,
Cruiser.
cruiser,
cruise.
for lack of a better term, sailor, cruiser. I don't know. So we're doing the booze cruise. That'll be my third one, and then I don't know what we would do from there. But then I mentioned the one. So it's a rock and roll tribute cruise that's going to be happening the week after Thanksgiving in November 2025, and there's going to be a Pink Floyd tribute band, Styx tribute band, a Who tribute band, AC/DC, I think. Um, there's like 5 or 6 bands, I guess, and it's going to be a Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise.
Oh, is it really?
Okay.
And I didn't get to go on the one that you all went on, so
Yeah, that was
I,
last
I'm
October.
looking forward to meeting more folks, and I really want to meet Sean because him and I have become good friends um, over the YouTube and that.
Right.
So, but yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at next. But we have like 30 something days until our cruise. Now you're going on a cruise soon, right?
Yeah, we go on the 27th of October. So we're going right around when you're going.
So yeah, right before. And where are you sailing out of?
This is New York
Okay.
on the Go ahead, Nancy. She always makes fun of the way I pronounce it. So
Venezia.
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 Yeah, Venezia.
Yeah, good Irish word.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, so we have 32 days. We'll be sailing out of New Orleans.
Nice.
So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I've never done a cruise during Halloween, so that's neither has Colleen, so it'll be a first for us.
I'm wondering how New Orleans is going to be for Halloween as well, right?
That would be
Ooh,
probably
that would be interesting.
New
Well,
Orleans and
all
Texas are two ports we want to definitely sail out of.
Mm.
So I'm jealous of your New Orleans trip.
Yeah, that sounds really nice.
Ross says, I'm more of a novice than you, Jimmy. I only have one cruise under my belt.
What cruise ship are you going on? A cruise line,
Glory.
actually.
Glory. The Carnival Glory.
Okay, because Carnival does, I think, the best job with Halloween.
Yes, the Halloween party on the horizon last October was the blast. People really get dressed up. They go out of their way to.
They must bring extra suitcases
I
just for their
know.
costumes.
Some of their
Well,
costumes were
That's what
amazing.
I'm torn as to what to do because I don't want to. I mean, we have time and we're going to be doing New Orleans and we're going to do the cruise and we're coming back into New Orleans. It's a lot of clothes.
Yeah,
Right.
it is. It
Us
is.
and all that.
I mean, I was going to make it easy and just bring one of my uniforms, but Colleen said that was cheating, so.
It is
Oh,
cheating.
It's cheating if you do it here, but in New Orleans you should be able to get away with it.
yeah.
Yeah, whatever. She wants me to dress up.
He dresses up that way every day.
Yeah, I wear a costume every day for work.
He
So.
should be more original. I told him let's be gangsters.
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah, if you're doing
Yeah,
a
you could
theme
do
one,
like a
right?
Bonnie and Clyde.
And I could probably pack, like a 1920s style gangster thing. I could probably
Yeah.
fit
Just don't put any machine guns in your luggage.
Right?
that.
So I don't know what we're gonna do. I know that. So Denise is here from Bone Tired Travelers. Denise is gonna be on that cruise with us, and then she's already got her costumes and everything planned. Eddie's gonna be going too, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So those guys, they're already ready to go. Colleen's already been buying, her clothing for the trip. I'll just wear what I'm wearing now. I don't know. I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah, but he loves to dress. So.
Well, so the question came up. So, on the fancy dinner night or whatever, the dressing dinner, I like to wear a suit, or at least I'll wear a shirt with a tie and maybe a vest. But that's just me. I'm not saying that anybody else has to do it. Do you guys dress up for?
He does not dress
You'd
up.
probably be embarrassed with me, Jimmy.
Yeah, he doesn't dress. So we're pretty casual
The-
on cruises. We don't do.
The least, yeah, we used to way back when it was a suit and the black shoes and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And thank goodness they don't enforce that stuff anymore because we've cut our luggage way down.
Yeah.
We learned the hard way to only bring what we can carry on and off the ship because
Yeah.
our ship once broke down and we had to carry stuff on.
Well, and I broke my arm.
Right, there was nothing.
I broke my arm on a cruise, so he had to carry everything.
Oh my gosh, you weren't playing pickleball then, were you?
No,
Something funnier.
no, I was skating. He's like, oh, they have a nice skating rink here. Why don't you try it? I go, sure. And I'm skating around, and then at the end, I lost my balance and I fell.
Tell me that's not a story for the ages.
I know. I fell, and it was 3 days into a back-to-back cruise, and I broke my arm.
Oh my gosh, Nancy.
So now I broke my left, and now I broke my right. So now
You break easy.
I do. Yeah.
But to answer your question, no. So I wear a collared shirt.
Yeah, we don't dress up. We're not fancy. I'm not fancy Nancy. I'll just bring a dress that I wore at a wedding because I'll get, I usually don't wear them anywhere else. So I'll just bring one of these.
I like to dress up every night.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I do. I like to.
Yeah, I don't dress up I mean, I wear a polo and some, Dockers or something.
You dress.
Yeah.
No, we don't. We,
Did?
Well, no, that's basically what I wear in the dress.
Yeah.
The polo and the dog.
yeah, but I don't have fancy clothes. So I
So
just,
Denise is a nurse, and she said, "Yeah, I can't wear scrubs either, so she's not going to wear."
oh,
Yeah, that's just not right.
Eddie says 2 bags and a backpack for us, and is that just you, Eddie? What's Alice bring?
So let me ask you that, you guys, what do you bring for actual luggage? How many pieces?
We each have 2 carry-on size bags we usually bring. When he was recovering from shoulder surgery, I had to do all the bags. So I borrowed 2 bigger bags from one of my sisters so that I could negotiate the 2 bags, and that was it, plus our backpack.
Okay, so
That's right. I carry a backpack. Usually I have all my audio visual stuff in it. I'm going a lot lighter this year than I've done in the past. I'll probably just bring the GoPro and my Panasonic. Last time I brought all kinds of stuff, tripods,
And he
and
never
I'm like,
used
why am I
it.
bringing this stuff?
Right.
yeah.
You
So yeah,
bring a gimbal or something like that? Something that you can.
I have a gimbal for my phone. I don't do much filming with my phone anymore. When I first started to do content stuff, I did, but I do almost everything on my GoPro now.
Really?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, almost. When I do anything where I'm doing more of a narration, so like for the Revolutionary War stuff that I do,
Yeah.
I use my Panasonic and I wear a wireless mic and that so that you can hear me when we're outside. But as far as doing just walking around and talking, I use the GoPro and it works awesome.
Nice.
Okay. So do you have it mounted like when you do certain things on your hat or stuff like that, or a vest mount harness or anything like that?
I don't wear it at all. No. I've seen a lot of people do that. I mean, if I was biking or something like that, I would. I mean, even when I went swimming in the cenote, I have this it's a floating stick that you can screw onto the GoPro so you can let go of it and it'll float.
Oh yeah, Billy J. Travis.
Yeah, it's yellow like
Yeah, it's
or-
yellow. Yep, it's probably the same one.
So
Scotty,
that doesn't keep it straight up, right? It's just so you don't lose it,
No.
correct?
no, it won't. So in order to orient it, you have to physically hold it.
Yeah.
Scotty says, "Go as Bonnie and Clyde."
We actually talked about
We
that.
did. So we're going with all of her sisters and their husbands. So there'll be 8 of us.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know you had that big a group.
Wow, that's a big group.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're all going to want to dress up.
I was going to ask you that. I was going to say, do they all like to dress up as well?
I don't know that they they go to costume parties as adults.
Yeah.
That's a sad thing. I don't know.
So Ross, he's dressing up as a Midwesterner on vacation.
Yeah, they were on the carnival. There were a lot of group that dressed up. Like one did the Golden Girls. That was really cute.
Gilligan's
Yeah,
Island.
Gilligan's Island. So there's
Yeah. Well, I was
and-
trying to think of what has 4 guys and 4 girls that we could do something
Yeah.
like a group. But I haven't found anything. Any suggestions would be welcomed.
I thought of doing like she could be Veronica and I could be Shaggy from Scooby Doo, but I mean I'm a little heavy and I have a mustache. I am not shaving, so
Yeah, that would probably work.
So I don't know. I don't know what we would do.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that, or like the Wizard of Oz, stuff like that, groups like that.
Maybe I could be the wizard.
That's right. You could be the wizard.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
I think you'd enjoy a flying monkey instead.
Right? So here's another thing. I don't want to have anything on my face if I can help it, other than maybe glasses, or I don't want to put makeup all over my face. I don't want to wear a mask. I'm not into that kind of thing. When I was younger, I was, but
no, that's what's tough. Like I said, I don't understand how some of these people, the costumes they bring on.
I don't either. And then one group went with 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were
a bunch
cute.
of dogs. And,
Yeah, I know. They're good costumes.
that's actually awesome to do it. But again, like you said, John, how do they bring all this stuff?
I don't know.
I mean, I want to travel as light as I can, so I'm thinking that I'll bring a bag and a backpack. So like Eddie said, 1 bag each, backpack with a laptop and gear. And that's pretty much me.
So I try to organize my clothes. That wasn't very
What's going
nice.
on down there?
I try to make it like I only need 1 pair of nice shoes so that it will go with whatever dresses. And dresses are like small, so they're easy to pack. They're not. I don't have.
Yeah.
So
I packed my shoes.
pack a lot more girls' clothes than men's clothes, I think.
Yeah.
A pair of flip flops, a pair of sneakers, dress shoes, all of that I can fit those right in the front of one of my carry-ons.
Yeah, if you have a neutral shoe, that helps a ton.
That does help. Yeah.
Ross says, I hear that someone's dressing up as Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I'm not saying who. Wow. That's daring.
That's very daring.
And Scotty says, we'll get to find out who it's Barry Brain. Not Bobby Brain, but nobody knows who Barry Brain is yet, so apparently he's going to reveal himself on the cruise.
Ooh.
And, I think further down, someone brings up Temu. So I've purchased some clothes through Temu, and their fabrics are really like thin and lightweight, which I'm not 100% excited by the fabrics, but they will pack easily. They'll be easy to pack.
We know
I got some dresses. I got a couple of bathing suits that they're pretty, but the fabric is very thin.
Najuma Brown is here. Hi, Najuma.
Hey, Najuma.
Hello, Najuma.
Good to see you, my friend. Don't forget to hit the like button, share us out, subscribe. And if you do not know John and Nancy from J&N Travels, I would highly recommend that when we're done with this, you go over to their channel and check them out, because they do some great traveling, and they've got some really awesome videos of their exploits around the world. So check them out for sure.
Oh, that's true. We could do the Brady Bunch. 3 boys.
Oh, the Brady Bunch. Yeah.
Stop doing that, please.
Need a bunch of blonde wigs.
Right?
Actually, the guys are not blonde, though, right? They're all black.
No, they're all brown.
And don't forget to wear your Sunday best, kids, because we're going to Sears. Hey, Denise, didn't we talked about the Brady Bunch this morning, I think, on the live stream this morning. But
Were you live this morning?
I was. Tomorrow I'll be live with Sean on his he hosts well, we do it together, but he usually takes care of it. So, which is fine with me because then tomorrow we're doing Hump Day Cocktail Hour Wednesdays that we usually do. And then I'll be up again Thursday morning, and then Thursday night we'll be heading out to going back up to camp, and then I'll try to go live Friday morning. I had a problem with it last Friday. The signal up there is terrible, so trying to stream with low Wi-Fi.
Eddie says Carnival does not allow masks.
Oh, even better. So there you go.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
I think Jimmy's behind that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jen, for posting that, and thank you, Orange Cone Vlog.
Yeah, I'm definitely behind that. So
Now, yours is a 7-day cruise, 7-night cruise.
yeah, seven nights, I think.
Are you spending much time in the area? Are you going to explore Orleans at all, or?
Yeah, we're gonna go in on Friday morning. We'll get there around 10:30, and we're gonna stay at the same hotel we stayed in 2020, the Prince Conti Hotel, which is right down in the thick of all the fun. We're gonna stay there for 2 nights, and then get on the ship, and then we're gonna come back and spend another night, and then fly home the next day.
Okay.
Yeah, we found that the flights were either way too long or way too expensive on that Sunday. So if we wait a day, we actually make up time and save money. So
That's good.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're right in the what is this, Bourbon Street area, or are you?
Yeah.
the French Quarter.
Right. This is right off around the corner from Royal.
So can you walk to the ship, or?
Oh no.
Oh no. But
No.
we'll take a lift to the ship. That's what we did last year. Last time we went, we took a lift from the port to the hotel.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I think we got
A lift.
no, but going from the hotel to was that a lift?
We didn't go to New Orleans until after the cruise last time. We flew in the morning of because of the flight delay.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
So we spent time there after the cruise. That's what we did.
Right.
So
But we'll just take a lift.
the Jewish redneck prepper is here. Shalom to you and shalom alaikum. Who else is here? Eddie. Only 7 days. That's all. That's it. I want to go for longer, Eddie. Can't we go longer?
I want to live on a cruise ship.
Here's the link to John and Nancy's channel. Definitely check them out. It looks like you got somebody that's a new fan. Ross from Orange Clone is
Applesauce.
Oh, I love that.
that's the Brady bunch.
And applesauce.
That's
Remember, he was trying out a new way to talk.
Yeah.
pork chops and applesauce. So on the Venezia.
So you have trouble like I do.
Yeah, I want to say Venezia.
That's what he wants to say. And
it's
there's no N in
It's Venezia, right?
Venezia. You got it.
Venezia.
Yeah,
So
you got it.
how long are you going and where are you going?
Well, it's out of New York. It's 12 nights.
Ooh.
You hit 5 islands. 3 I like, 3 I could kill. 2 I could care less about. So it's St. Thomas, St. Martin, Dominica, Barbados, and which one am I forgetting? St. Martin, St. Thomas, Dominica, Barbados,
St. Lucia.
St. Lucia.
So U.S. Virgin Islands and then some of the others.
Yeah, we do that just because I booked it early, and we do it basically because we didn't want to fly in right now with all the stuff that's going on with flights. So we go down and do a package deal in New York. Which
now, are you staying in New York the night before, or?
Actually, New Jersey. We drive down. They have these deals. The hotels, there's a bunch of them, are about a half hour, 20 minutes to 30 minutes from the cruise port. So they give you the parking for the 12 days. They give you a shuttle back and forth and breakfast and one night at the hotel the night before. So that's all included in the package.
Gotcha.
Nice.
I saw that Scott from the Mustard Drill a couple weeks ago, he went on the Venezia and he did a live stream while they were still in port. He went live before they sailed. And that was kind of cool. He gave us a tour and that. So, yeah, we saw right where it sails out of. And you're going to be right next to that aircraft carrier with it's that museum. I forget what it's called, but Eddie might know because he's from New York, but
That's funny. On the NCL cruise, we're right next to it. I wonder if it kind of was on the opposite side of this. It's a nice museum, or looks of it from the outside.
yeah, I'd like to check that out. I mean, again, being a history guy, but yeah, Scott said, "Oh my nose, Marsha, Marsha, Marsha."
That's right.
With the football.
The football.
Eddie agrees. He says 7 days is too short. I like 14, but Alice can't go that long. Yeah. I don't think I could get away. I really wanted to go to the group cruise that Down Under and them are doing in January of 25. So you fly into Sydney on New Year's Eve.
Oh, that's,
Oh, wow,
yeah.
And
yeah.
New Year's Eve there. You
Jeez.
spend one whole day in Sydney, and then you board the ship on the 2nd, and then they sail to the South Pacific. They go to Fiji and Vanuatu.
Wow.
But that would have been a minimum of 18 days for us between flying and all of that. And I asked my boss, and he was like, "Jimmy, I just can't have you gone that long." So, which I get it. Okay.
I couldn't have gone that long either. So even if you could, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Have.
So.
Yeah. No, it's not the time yet for us to go those long journeys.
You're right. That's a big one when time's not a factor, basically.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
And then we'll be able to do those things.
That's a great trip.
Yeah,
I would love
that
to. I
sounds
don't see
awesome.
ever being able to do it, but I would
I
love
don't
to
know.
do Australia.
It's too long of a flight for me. I'll never do it.
Yeah. I the South Pacific is a bucket list for me.
Oh.
I don't know why. So as a kid growing up, I watched television and I was into like, National Geographic and I watched a lot of PBS as a kid. So I watched a lot of history, but I watched stuff where like World War II, where they were there in the South Pacific, Guadalcanal and Iwo Jima and all of that.
Yeah.
Well, then I started to see people in Fiji and Bali, in those places, and I was just like awestruck. I'm like, they're beautiful. I would love to visit somewhere like
Yes.
that. So it's kind of a bucket list thing. So someday I'll make it there.
Yeah, that's what bucket lists are for. You're right.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Eddie said it's the Intrepid Museum. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I knew you would know.
Never heard that name before.
No, I don't. That name doesn't sound familiar to me.
Yeah, it's the USS Intrepid. I think that's the aircraft carrier. But they have all kinds of classic planes on it. And you can tour the ship, and
That's cool.
I'll get to do that someday too.
There's actually a submarine there, if I'm not mistaken, attached to it. I don't know if you can actually go in it or not.
You could be right, John. That would be neat. I'd love to see all of that stuff.
Yeah.
You should come up here to Chicago, tons of history, and we'd be happy to take you around. I would love that. Now, I've been to Chicago a few times for business, and Chicago's an interesting city. It really is. A lot of history there for sure. I actually got to watch the Bruins play the Blackhawks during I don't know if it was a Stanley Cup or a playoff game.
Wow.
But I was in Chicago rooting for the Bruins as they were playing the Blackhawks. So that was pretty cool.
You went out there just for the game?
No, I was there on business for the fire department. I've attended several conferences out there. So I'm in the fire prevention side of the fire department, which is all codes and that kind of stuff. So this group that the NFPA, they hosted their conference there twice. I went there twice, and then I went a third time. Well, I think it was 3 times I went. So yeah, it's Chicago's interesting. All right, so
They make really good deep dish pizza.
Yeah, I've never had their deep dip.
I
You
know.
probably love
I
it.
would like it. I've never had it because I've never been to Chicago.
When we drove, one of the trips we drove right outside of Chicago. He didn't want to go into Chicago with me, so we stopped at a pizza place outside of it, but it was fantastic.
That sounds delicious. I would like that.
Yeah, and Ross could probably tell us what the better one is. I mean, I've eaten at there's one called Gino's East, that's like the touristy one, I guess. And the pizza's really good, but from what I understand, there's better places there. So
I'm sure the locals know the real places to go.
Right.
Yeah, right.
You went to the Central Dispatch and Command Center for the Chicago Fire Department. Oh wow, that would be really cool. I actually got to go. So when I was on one of the trips there, I was actually with my chief, and he is friends with a retired captain. In fact, this captain was on, is it Chicago Fire, right? It's the name of
Yeah.
the TV show.
Yep.
And he was on it. He was in it as an extra. He was a real firefighter. And so he took us around and showed us the training ground for Chicago, and we went to one of his old station, and it was kind of cool. Yeah, a lot of fun. So where have you guys traveled on vacation or touristy stuff besides cruising?
Usually when it's cruising, then you go just the East Coast more than anything else. A lot
Yeah.
of Florida and Disney.
Yeah, a lot of Florida and Disney, and then the usual Maine.
Yeah,
the
like
Cape
you've probably
Cod.
been, the
Yeah.
Northeast.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we
it's
really haven't gone very
it's-
far west at all.
kind of old hat for us, right? Living here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
talked about it in my streams about, going to Maine. It's only a 40-minute ride, and we're at the ocean, Hampton Beach.
We did go to Pennsylvania, the wine country. That was nice.
Excuse me.
Poconos.
That's Sophie.
She's always
She's-
very vocal.
She's very vocal.
Honey.
Are they both?
Friend
Are they
is-
both sitting at your feet there?
Yes. Yeah, this whole time. She's a little pistol, this one.
Ross says 736
Oh,
trips
yeah.
to Disney parks worldwide.
Wow.
So you're definitely a Disney person.
Stop being
We actually honeymooned. Colleen and I honeymooned in Disney World.
Oh, you did?
We
Nice.
Well, because I had never gone as a kid, and he thought I should go there. So that's what we
Yeah.
did. A wonderful
Why not?
time.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Have you been back since then?
yeah.
Oh, yes. We took the kids twice, and then in 2018 we went again, and we're acted like children at Disney.
Just
Oh,
the
good.
two.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we,
it was
we
fun.
went at Christmas and we had a great time. And then last year when we were down there when we met you, I took my folks to Disney Springs. So we didn't actually go to any parks,
Yeah.
but I took them there and we had dinner at Raglan Road, which is one of my favorite restaurants there. So
You know what
Nice.
the best thing of going as an adult after going there with children is we could eat every meal at a sit down place.
Yeah.
No quick foods.
Lovely. And people with kids don't do that. So there was quiet. There was not a lot of kids in the restaurants. Not that I dislike kids, but sometimes you just need a break, right? You need a
No,
break
you're
from all
right.
the chaos. So yeah.
we
Miss Sophie. Sophie.
the trip in 2018, I remember we were taking the shuttle back to our hotel, the Disney transportation they have, and it was raining, and they try to pack on and pack in as many people as they can. They're definitely not following the rules,
Right.
but they were screaming parents and screaming kids and
Oh,
everything.
it was terrible.
And so I was kind of filming it, and if you look at our blooper reel that I have, we're at the hotel in the elevator, and I'm saying goodnight. I'm like, well, we made it back, and we're heading to bed. No kids, no noise.
No screaming kids. We felt really bad for these poor parents because they were having complete meltdowns. It's raining. They can't get on a shuttle bus. The bus driver, she packed that bus way beyond its capacity. I was so worried it tip over. It was, but she was empathetic with them because it was, and kids are screaming. It was terrible.
Yes.
Totally chaos.
That must have
Yeah.
been. Yes.
Oh, look at the time. So, what do you guys got going on before the cruise? You got any new videos you're putting out, or any swag you want to promote?
Well, we have our live on. It's this Friday. Usually do a live on Thursday, every other Thursday at 12:15 at
Yep.
noontime. We're doing it Friday because we have something else, another commitment on Thursday.
Yeah.
So 12:15 this Friday, we have a live, and then on Sunday we have our Tanisha time with our games
Right.
that we play, and that's at 4 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then which kind of changing the format a little on our daytime one, because now that we're going to get into the cruising and the snowbird, we figured we probably should just talk more about that. People are interested in the whole process with that than the stuff I do the research on and from
Right.
the internet. So
I know I'm interested in what you guys are going to be doing and where
Hmm.
you're going and all of that. So
Maybe we might have to go and see you this winter.
Come on
I
down.
hope you guys can be down
That
there
would
this
be
winter.
great.
That would
well,
be a lot
I
of fun.
mean, our situation we have going on down there. So I'm sure we'll be making a trip to check in with the folks and see how
Yeah.
everything's going there. So
Tell your
Well,
folks we said hi.
your mother already booked a room next to us, just so she'll probably.
Did she?
Yeah.
You know what? If
She
my
would.
mother could, she definitely
She
would.
definitely would.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, so my parents went with us when we met Nancy and John for lunch one day, and my mother had a ball.
She did.
Well,
You
we
got
had fun
Hey.
too. They're very nice people. It was a pleasure meeting them.
Yeah.
I like to chit chat with her on your chats in the morning when I get up early in the morning. She's
My
always
mother
in
is. She's in almost every of our live streams that we do in the morning,
That's
Right.
awesome.
and I see Josh is here from the Moonlight Adventures. Hi, Josh, and Chastity. Not leaving you out, last but not least, of course. And they, I think, or I know, Josh had announced they are now travel agents with Cruise Brothers. So
Oh, really?
wow. Very
Yeah.
good.
news for them. And congratulations to you both. And I know that's going to open up some opportunities for you guys as cruisers, which is pretty cool. Colleen's cousin, I was talking about that when we were chatting earlier with Josh and his group chat. That Colleen's cousin is actually a TA for the Cruise Brothers, and we booked through her on this for the booze cruise.
I
So
want to see.
Oh, okay.
I've heard that name a lot, Bruce
Yeah.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am too.
This is Miss Molly.
I'm sure that
Oh, she's adorable.
that's let me move that. You can see her better, or maybe not.
Can't.
There she is.
Molly.
Molly's our 6-year-old chocolate lab.
She gets beat up by the little Sophie.
Oh,
Sophie takes her toy. Sophie jumps over her.
oh, poor Molly.
Poor thing. This is her tattling. She's tattling that Sophie took her toy. She's so quiet about it.
Hi,
She's like,
Shirley.
"Mom."
Please here from Glitter World. Hi. And don't be sorry. I'd rather have you here late than never. So love you guys and glad you could make it in.
Oh, careful.
Um,
All right. Okay. All
Let's
right.
see.
It's okay. We'll take
Jen
care
is
of it
saying hi to
after,
Josh
right?
and to Shirley.
Take it down.
So
Okay.
do you know Shirley from Glitter World?
Why does that ring a bell? I
So
don't know.
She's a regular in my live stream. She lives in Newfoundland.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
wow.
We
Okay.
just met
Yep.
some people from Newfoundland and Florida.
Yeah. They're going back.
And they're
Yeah.
going back to the same place, Blue Heron. So hopefully we'll be hooking up with them again.
And Shirley is from the same town that my great grandparents are from. So
Well, you have been up there before?
I've never been. No. Someday.
Add it to that bucket list.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure. All right, Denise, thank you. Have a good shift tonight. Will I see you tomorrow in the morning? I'm sure I will. She'll be lurking from work, but have a good shift and be careful.
I know. She's so cute.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
a lot of work, but she's adorable.
she is.
Yeah.
So
you take them with you all the time, right? Camping and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't like the car. She doesn't like driving in the car. She doesn't like driving in the motorhome. She's a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
Who watches them while you're cruising? Stuff like that.
Our son Nicholas.
yeah, he's a good boy. He'll take care of the dogs.
That's
Good.
great.
He may not enjoy it, but he'll do it.
Well, as long as he does it, who cares if he enjoys it?
All right. Denise says she'll be there in the morning, so we'll see you then. Thank you. So Ross is getting ready to cook dinner, and ours is cooked. So we're gonna get out of here, guys. I appreciate it. We're gonna do this when next Tuesday.
Well, it's either you're going to get back to me on either what did I say, the 10th or the 17th of October.
Okay,
We're
I'll
trying
get back to you. So, but we'll do it again, and this has been fun. I think we should do it a couple times a month anyway.
Yeah, it's been a good time.
Well, look, when you guys are traveling down south, if you have time to do it, we'll do it. If not, then we'll do it another time. But maybe when you're down in Florida and we come down, we can maybe do a stream down there, the four of us.
Oh, that'd be
I
fun.
thought about that. Yeah. Even if you can't make it over, we can't make it over. You can do one for your folks' house, and we can
Right.
set it. That's what we
Yeah,
could do.
that's true.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of fun.
That would be.
Yeah. I went live one of the mornings I was down there when we were down there. So a lot of fun. But I appreciate you guys coming on, and
Thanks for the invitation.
of course,
Yeah.
anytime. You're always welcome. And I want to thank everybody for coming into the chat as always. Like I always say, it would be a rather boring live stream without having the people in the chat with us, because
Yep, absolutely.
it's certainly adding to the banter and the fun. And thank you to all of our mods. And thank you for, especially to Jen, for posting all the links and the jokes of the day and that.
Thank you to everybody who goes out to see Jane and Travel's YouTube channel.
Yeah, head over there, guys. When we're done here, go over and see John and Nancy's channel. Check them
Thank
out.
you very much.
And do it right. Watch at least 2 to 3 minutes of a video. Leave them a comment. Bookmark a couple others so you can watch them later, and then subscribe to the channel. We're all here to help each other out. It takes a village, as they say, and we're one big family. So we appreciate everybody for coming in. And I'm not going to do normal sign-offs because I don't want to give them a copyright strike, because I license some of the music that I have, and they don't. So
Yeah, that's right.
That's a good point.
yeah. So we won't do that. But I appreciate you guys again, and I hope you have a good night. And I'll see you probably in your next live, right? Which is Friday.
Friday, yeah.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Nice. Thank you very much. Nice seeing
All right,
you.
we'll see you later. I want to say goodbye to everybody else. Thank you. We are out of here. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
It didn't end. There we go.